Okay, so here we are in a typical Gold Seal Homes kitchen, and this kitchen features a food disposal unit. So the food disposal unit will be situated on either the right or the left side of your bowl of your kitchen sink. And some things to note about a food disposal unit. If you've never had one before, some things to consider when you are running your food disposal. Run it with cold water. It works just as easy with hot or cold water, so there's no sense using up hot water for your food disposal. Some of the things that you should and should not put in a food disposal unit. Obviously, the food disposal unit is meant to get rid of vegetable waste, fruit waste, those sorts of things. Meats and bones and fatty solids don't tend to work very well in your unit. From time to time, things are going to go down that carburetor that maybe shouldn't go down there, and it's going to need to be cleaned. We certainly don't want you sticking your hand in that carburetor to clean it out and wash it out. So a real neat trick is to take an old lime or lemon, dice it up into quarters, put it into the carburetor, and run that carburetor dry without water until you don't hear the carburetor crunching up the lime or the lemon. And what that's going to do is the acid in the lemon is going to help break up any fatty substances that are in there. It's going to clean it, it's going to leave a nice smell, and the rind is actually going to help clean it up as well as it's banging around, for lack of a better word, banging around inside the unit. If you do lose something inside your carburetor, let's say a ring, a spoon, something like that, and it needs to be retrieved, there is a way you can do it. Now, we certainly want to have a safe method for that. The best thing to do, obviously, is an adult should be doing it, and I'll show you below the unit in a moment. The unit can be unplugged from the wall. Make sure the power is off from the carburetor. So unplug the unit, test it with the switch to make sure there is still no power going to the unit, and then inspect inside the carburetor to find your missing item. If you can't find your missing item, that's when you might want to bring a plumbing contractor in to inspect it. There is also a P-trap, a U-shaped trap below the sink where some of those smaller items might collect. So again, that P-trap can be removed, and a ring that might have gone missing down the drain might still remain in that P-trap. So we're going to show you some other things below the sink that you're going to want to know about, the shut-off valves and the carburetor. So here we are underneath the sink. You can see here is your food disposal unit here, your drains, the P-trap that I was telling you about. Now the P-trap can be undone, this collet can be unscrewed, and this P-trap can be removed, and you can check inside to see if anything's been caught in there. Some other things to note here, we do have water shut-offs for hot and cold water, and so if you do need to shut your water off to repair the faucet, the aerator in the faucet or anything like that, we do have water shut-offs at all of our taps and all of our toilets throughout the home. Now, we were talking before about having to look inside the food disposal unit to find something or to clean it. All of our food disposal units can be unplugged from below, so you want to make sure it's unplugged before you inspect it. Now, if there was such a case where there was a foreign object that went into the food disposal unit and got caught in there, and the food disposal unit jammed, it's a good idea to come down, shut the food disposal unit off above, unplug it again, and let the unit cool. Once the unit's cool, underneath each unit, you can't see it here, there's actually a reset button below here. And that reset button will reset the unit. Once you have the obstruction cleared from your unit, it should be operational again. If it's making a funny sound or anything like that, again, we'd want you to get in touch with our plumbing contractor, and you can call us at our office at 337-2290, and we'll put you in contact with our plumbing contractor. So we're in a typical bathroom, and we were just talking about shut-off valves in below the sink and kitchen, and you'll notice that in this home, as in all Gold Seal homes, we have our shut-off valves located right at the utility. So we have a hot and cold shut-off valve here, and additionally we'll have one at each of our toilet areas so you can shut the water off right at the utility.